Hello and welcome to week 8 of EDUC 407. I hope you guys are doing all right. This is our last week of our class. I'm excited to see all of your final stuff. But let's get started on everything that you have to do this week. A lot of you guys are going to be able to finish real quick and be done by Thursday or by Friday. But we just want to make sure we got everything all taken care of. First thing I want to do, let's see if I can get there. We talk about our week 8, our final week. All the week 8 assignments are due by the 16th. That includes anything from any previous weeks. So please, 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 I can't stress this enough, get it in. We'll be meeting in class. So our meeting will be on the 13th at Laverne at 5 o'clock. If there's any changes, I'll let you know. I got to check to see if I have a department chairs meeting that I'm supposed to run on Zoom, so I may move the time to like 5:10 so I can finish that one and get started on the other part. But these are the 4 things you got to do this week. The first one is a choice board that I've actually made for you guys regarding EdTech tools for assessment. One of the big things about technology and using it in the classroom is how can you assess students in such a way that's not really like a regular test, but you can see that they understand it. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a sec. You need to finish your project-based learning, the Google Slides, the book club, all that. You're going to get that done this week, the last slide. And then you're going to have a final reflection for this class regarding some tech tools, and then we're going to do a course evaluation. We can do that in class on Thursday, but if you want to get that done ahead of time, I totally get that. It's not really an assignment, but I would like to see, what you guys think about the course, about myself, all of that. But let's get started. There's one thing I definitely want to hit first, and I've noticed it's popped up with a few students so far. On week 7, which is due, I'm making this on Saturday, the 8th, so it's actually due tomorrow, the Create a Google Classroom assignment. I know, even though I've got the instructions on Blackboard and everything like that, I know that some people do not have access to Google Classroom, and I totally get that. Okay, sometimes with Laverne, they don't give us the access, and right now it doesn't look that way. If you're already in a school that already has access, then you don't have to worry about it. But when you're setting up your unit, if you can't use Google Classroom, use Google Sites, sites.google.com. But the big thing that I want to see this week, please submit a screenshot of your plan. I cannot stress that enough. Basically, a screencast of everything that you're doing. It should be like 30 seconds to a minute long of what you are doing in terms of your unit plan. So you should show me your introduction or hook. It could be a question, it could be activity, your lesson video. You don't have to show me the lesson video. You just have to show me that's embedded. This is why Google Sites is important. Not slides, but sites. Make sure you do that. Make sure you show me what your assignment's going to be that they're going to do. Show me the assessment. You just have to kind of show me real quickly what it is. As long as it's embedded in Google Sites, it should be hopefully the same assessment that you've already used before. And then lastly is an extension or final activity. But this assignment needs to be submitted as a video. If you do not submit it as a video, you will not get points. I cannot stress this enough. I said it in class on Thursday, and I'm saying it again just so you guys hear me, and hopefully you do. You need to submit it as a video. Okay, really important, because I know I can't access any Google Classrooms, but it's not really a slides thing for a unit. So please make sure you do that. I know it's come up a few times that some people do not have access. If you need help, please reach out to me. If you're not sure how to use Sites, which I understand, I can show you how to do it. And I mean, it really is very intuitive once you get started, but you got to do it that way. And then, screencast your screen so I can see everything that's there. And as long as I see that, you're going to get the points. But you have to do that, okay? So that's one thing that I wanted to highlight first. Going into this week, our final week, there's a few things we got to do. The first one is a choice board. It's called EdTech Tools for Assessment. So you should be able to click on the link in Blackboard. I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. It should force you to make a copy of the Google Doc. And you're picking only 3 assessments. 3 assessments to investigate. And what I wanted to do, it's like tic-tac-toe. You want to pick 3 in a row. So either the top row, going straight down, diagonally. Make sure you look at those EdTech tools and you write up a little thing. It'll be on the document itself. which one you chose and why it's important and so forth. You'll see some information on there. But remember, it's like tic-tac-toe. There's a total of 9 things on there. I only want you to do 3, but they have to be in order. Whether it's like tic-tac-toe, either diagonal, whether it's straight across, whether it's straight up and down, just make sure you do 3, and then make sure you submit that to me. Make sure I have access to view it, and submit it to me, and you'll be all set. The final book club and project, the Google Slides that we have, make sure you finish the last slide. I believe that's slide 8. Meet with your book club one more time to kind of say, hey, this is kind of what my final thing is. And when I say that, if you finish it, say on Monday, and you're all done, in your book club, show me that you have reached out to your members and, hey, this is my final stuff. This is what I've got set up. What do you guys think? And there you go. There will be some people that may not be done until Friday or Saturday or even Sunday. But I just want to see, I should be able to go into your book club project, your Slack account right there, and see that you have posted something regarding your final part of your project. Okay. Once you've completed that, make sure the template, the Google Slides template that where all of your information is submitted to me via a link in Blackboard. Make sure I have access to view it. Again, really important on any of these assignments, I gotta have access. If I don't, I can't view it. I can't give you the points. Very important. And our last assignment in this class is a final reflection on Slack on the channel #final reflection, which I'm going to put up there in just a second. There are 3 things you need to post. First one, what are 3 tools you've learned this term, whether you've already knew about them but you learned more about them, or they're brand new to you? Tell me what 3 tools you've learned. Second thing, what are 2 lesson ideas you'll take to your future classroom? And lastly, what is 1 piece of educational technology that you'll try to learn more about in the future? So tell me those 3 things in that final reflection. Please post this part by Thursday. So whether that you do that during class, whether you do that early in the week, make sure you post that and then respond to 2 other posts by Sunday at midnight. Okay, so it's a little bit different than what we've done. Most of it's just been posting and that's it. In this case, you have to post and then check for other people's responses and respond to them. Okay, so I should be able to see your initial post and 2 responses in in Slack, so you're all set. Okay, those are the 3 things you have to do this week. For some people, if you're really ahead of the game, you might be done before Thursday, and that's great. The last thing. And again, I'm going to show you all this in Blackboard. There's a course evaluation. Realistically, I want to know how well I did. Okay, and if you feel like you've learned something from this class. So it's going to be really important that you complete the course evaluation and be honest. If I didn't do a good job, if I wasn't communicating properly, hey, let me know. I want to be a better teacher. For me, this is important to me because as I continue to teach, I want to make sure I'm reaching all of my students. If you've got great things to say, good. If you say, hey, this assignment didn't go well, please let me know. I really would love to know about this stuff because I'm always looking at tinkering my course and how I teach based upon the responses I get from students. So I would love to see any suggestions for improvement. All the positives, all the negatives, it's all good. It does not affect your grade because I don't receive it until after I've posted grades. So don't think that, oh, you have to be all nice and great to me because that's going to help your grade. I won't see it until afterwards. So again, I just want some brute honesty whether I'm doing things right. Let's look at Blackboard and see what that looks like. So looking at week 8, the first one is the Choice Board EdTech Tools for Assessment. Make sure you click on this link. It should force a copy to you so you can save it, and then follow the directions to play Tic-Tac-Learn. So again, Tic-Tac-Learn is basically you either go diagonally, across, or down, pick 3 tools to check out. You might find one tool, it doesn't work that well, and you just tell me. You might find another one, it's like, oh, I either used it, or I love it, or I want to try it, go for it. And if you do find something different that's not on that list, you're having a hard time, you're going across, you got 2 of them, but not the 3rd one. If you find something different that you like or you want to do, change it. It's going to be your copy of your EdTech Tools for Assessment file. Change it and show me, and that's okay. I actually found one this week. I may talk about it a little bit on Thursday, but realistically, I mean, sometimes these ed tech tools change so fast. If you find something that I don't even know about, I would love to hear about it. And that will help me as a teacher because I'm always trying to learn. Your second thing is your final book club and project-based learning design, the template. Make sure you read chapters 9 through 10, complete slide number 7, meet with your book club, one final reflection about the project and what you learned, and maybe you've made changes and you want to just share them. And then lastly, submit your Google slide deck to this assignment with the link so I can access it, and please make sure you give me access to view it. I do have to submit grades pretty much right after class ends on the 16th in terms of that next week. If I can't access it and I can't get a hold of you, I have to give you a 0. So on assignment, and this assignment itself is worth 100 points. So it's probably about 15 to 20% of your grade, maybe more like 12%, but that's a significant portion. So if I can't access it, that's a thing. If you turn it in early, I'll be looking for that to see if I need to, talk to you about access. But please make sure if you wait till Sunday to turn it in and I don't have access and then you don't respond to emails or on Slack or anything to things, there's not much I can do. So I don't want that to be an issue. And your last thing is that final reflection. Make sure you post me the 3 things I'm looking for. What are 3 tools you've learned this term? What are 2 lesson ideas that you'll take to your future classroom? And what is 1 piece of educational technology that you plan to learn more about in the future? And then make sure you do that by Thursday. Respond to 2 classmates by Sunday at midnight. So really important to do both those things. And then you're done after that. Once you've completed all 3 of those things, you're done. On Thursday, if you want to wait, we will take the time to do the course evaluation, although you're more than welcome to take care of that early if you want. But that's not an assignment. It's just something that we would like as all students to do. You've probably seen it before in your classes. Please, again, I want you to be brutally honest with me. If I'm not doing my job for you, I want to be better. So, I never know when I'll see you again in terms of an actual class. So I want to be the best teacher I can be. So please be honest on that. But outside of that, make sure you got all of your assignments in. If there's anything you're missing, please, the 16th is our last day. I have to cut off everything and I have to submit grades really quickly. So please, please, please get everything in. If you're turning stuff in that's late, make sure you let me know so I can know to look for it. Okay, so definitely get in contact with me. Let me know. Say, hey, I took care of these things because there's maybe zeros on Blackboard. Let me know so I can go through, change the grade, and give you the credit you deserve. But please don't wait too long. Don't stress yourself out by waiting until the last second. The sooner you get that in, the better. If you have any questions, make sure you get in contact with me. I'm here to help you, and I've had a wonderful time so far these 8 weeks. So I look forward to this last meeting and looking at your projects. And I hope that you're having a wonderful weekend this weekend, and then next weekend won't be very stressful because you'll be done and you'll be happy and you got a good grade, and we're all having fun.